In a previous video, I mentioned the musical Jedi mind tricks. And these are what the breaks are, and interjections and deviations from the groove are ways in which we can call attention to a change, a setup, something else. There are lots of opportunities to inject flavor and your voice, but it's not to serve you. It's to serve the song, to serve the other soloist, to serve the energy of the moment, to, maybe it's somebody in the back of the crowd that looks like they stopped paying attention to the band, and when that person turns around and looks back at the band and goes, oh, that sax player's playing a killing sax solo. When you're cooking and you add salt, it is not as simple as, oh no, I added too much salt. Let me just take that salt back out of this pasta sauce. You can't do that. Good morning, bass players and friends and bass player friends. I wanted to have a conversation this morning with a musical concept that is not about what your hands are necessarily doing on the bass, but about how you approach what you want to do with your hands on the bass. In interpersonal communication circles, there's this acronym called T.H.I.N.K. And the idea is, before you say something to another human, you ask yourself, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And ultimately, is it kind? I want more bass players, myself included, to consider something like the T.H.I.N.K acronym before interjecting something other than the groove, the part. In a musical context, take that same acronym and say, okay, T, tone. Does what I want to interject match the tone of the piece? Does it match the tone of the moment? This is not about EQ or timbre. It's not about, is it a bright sound or deep sound or whatever. I'm not suggesting that kind of tone. I'm actually saying the context of the situation. Does what you're thinking of doing, and I know we only have moments to think about this before it happens, but does it match the tone of the situation? A slap break in the middle of a jazz ballad does not match the tone of the situation. So then I'm just going to borrow the H from the original T.H.I.N.K. Is it helpful? Is it helpful? And what I mean is it doing something that the song needs? Is it propelling it forward? Is it leading into the bridge? Is it calling attention to an aspect of the groove that maybe the band isn't accentuating as much as would help propel the feel of the song? So does what you want to interject match the tone of the situation? And is it helpful in some way? That brings us to my third part of the acronym, I. Is it inspired, or is it intended to be inspiring? Is it inspired, or are you bored? Is it inspired, or is it this minor pentatonic lick that you just do without thinking about? There are times where I will hear those minor pentatonic or blues scale riffs, and in the words of a good friend of mine, my big toe shoots up in my boot. I get excited when I hear, for the 10 millionth time, when it's inspired. Is it necessary? Again, I'm borrowing from the original T.H.I.N.K acronym. Is it necessary, or is it going to take away from what is already happening? Now we're really getting to the launch or don't launch question about something that I want to add. Launch or don't launch. And that takes us to K in our THINK acronym. And that is keep it simple or keep it short. When you are interjecting in a space that is not a solo, you are taking attention and putting it on yourself. So it's no longer on the lyric or the other soloist or whatever it is. If it matches the tone of the situation and it is helpful, you're indicating that we're coming around to the turnaround of the form. It's inspired to build up, and it's necessary because the band is sort of flat and you think you're inspired to help bring that soloist up a notch. You want to turn the end of this chorus into something that build it up to the start of the next chorus and stop. Everybody in the band is going to enjoy that a lot more than you playing over the bar or taking a mini solo under somebody else's solo. Let's take the communication concept of considering our intent before speaking from the acronym THINK. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And we take it to music and we go, does it match the tone? Is it helpful to the situation? Is it inspired or are we bored? Is it actually necessary? And keep it simple, keep it short. Thank you always for listening to this. I hope you find it useful. I would love to have a dialogue. If you have a question for me or thought about this conscious approach to how we're communicating with our instrument, please put it in the comments. The YouTube thing, like, subscribe, is very helpful. It helps me grow this channel, which is a way that I am both hoping to give back to the bass community, specifically on YouTube, which has been very helpful to me. But conversations with folks like you that are watching this video all the way to the end are the kind of conversations that I want to have that will help me keep moving forward in this thing that we both share in common and love. Speaking of, I love you. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.